Hi nerds, welcome back. Today's video is so exciting because Houndsly has released a new line of fragrances and I have had a chance to test them out so I can tell you guys what I think about them, and I also have some goodies for you at the end of the video, so please carry on watching. If you're not familiar with Houndsly, you really need to get on this hype train because their products are just absolutely phenomenal. On top of 21 of their regular fragrances, they do seasonal ones. They had a really fun Halloween one last year and 5 different Christmas ones as well. And now they're adding on these 5 fantastic fragrances, and on top of these 5 new releases, they've also come out with a wrinkle cleaner, ear cleaner, tear stain remover, and a calming spray. So there's so many new fun goodies for you guys to try out. And Houndsly is a family-run business up in Manchester in the UK, and they hand make all of their products. All their products are 100% vegan. They are as natural as they possibly can get them, and all their packaging is fully sustainable as well. So all their samples, they are in a glass bottle and covered by a plastic shell. You can take all of this apart once your sample is empty and recycle everything separately. And their big 100ml bottles are aluminium, so again fully recyclable. And just because that wasn't enough, their formula is actually incredibly concentrated, so your perfume goes a lot longer than some other brands, and you get a very fine mist out of the spray top as well, so the perfume dries really quickly and gives you a lot more coverage. And I'm sure you guys are curious about how long these guys last. These samples have around 50 to 60 sprays, and the 100ml ones have about 1,000. So if you're like me and you like to go a bit spray happy with all your stuff, you will get about 30 sprays from the samples and around 500 from the big ones. But if you're nice and sparing, they will obviously go a lot longer than that. Okay, so let's start talking about these new fragrances. There are 5 new fragrances, and this line is sort of like a human perfume and cologne dupe. So all the fragrances mimic a already existing human fragrance. You may have seen this done before. I believe the Perfume shop has done this, but I think Houndsly has gotten so close to the original scents, it's incredible. Now, I only know one of the 5 perfumes, so I can't give you a judgment on how close the other 4 have gotten, but one of them is pretty accurate, and that's amazing. Okay, and as you can see on the screen now, right now, these fragrances are literally just numbers from 1 to 5, and Houndsly is actually hosting a little competition. So if you want to be involved in naming these fragrances, all you need to do is either contact them on their social media. They are just Houndsly Pet Products on Facebook or Instagram, or email them at info@houndsly.co.uk and give them your suggestions. I will talk through each fragrance. I will give you all their top notes, heart notes, and base notes, and I will try and give you an accurate presentation of what I can smell, so that way you guys know pretty much what these smell like. Obviously, it's really difficult to try and describe perfumes. You kind of have to be there to really smell it yourself, but hopefully you guys get a good idea and you can give a name suggestions to Houndsly and also buy these yourself. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with the colognes, and I will put all the notes up here for you and the name of the perfume it is a dupe of as well, so you kind of get a good idea of what I'm on about right now. Okay, so number 1 is designed to smell like the Pomegranate Noir by Joe Malone, and to me this is a really woody, earthy smell, and with a little bit of like a floral hint mixed in. And I am probably saying this wrong, but what I'm smelling is most likely the quiet wood. I'll just highlight it here for you guys. I have no idea how to say that. And what I'm smelling as well is most likely the rose. And like I said at the start of the video, I don't actually know this cologne. I have never actually been to a Boots and smelt it. I wish the world was a little bit different right now, so I could have gone and done like swatches of all the actual human perfumes and colognes, just so I could compare how closely these have been matched up. But it's a really strong scent. I actually popped this on my dog Bean yesterday, and this morning I can still smell it on him. So it's definitely a sign that these are long lasting. I'd imagine he's probably going to stay on Bean's coat for another day, and I'd imagine this will go for all of the 5 fragrances, not just this one. And number 4 is designed to smell like Creed by Aventus. Now again, this is a really nice earthy woody smell, and to me the very obvious things in this one are the birch and the bergamot. If you guys have watched my peanut and pickle review, you will remember that I had a bit of a thing with the bergamot, and now forever I will smell bergamot anything, you know, it's such a strong, obvious scent. And the birch is a really nice addition. It's a very homely scent to me because where I grew up, birch trees are really common and the scent would be absolutely wonderful every single spring. So to me, this is a bit of home, so it's really, really nice. Okay, and then moving on to the perfume, so the feminine scents. And number 2 is like Thierry Mugler's Flora Futura. And as you can probably guess from the name, this is a really nice florally fresh scent. And when I smell this, all I smell is jasmine. So if you're a fan of jasmine, you are really gonna like this one. But looking at the ingredients list and the base notes, like there's some things that I don't even know what they smell like though. Like amber and cashmere, and I couldn't tell you what they smell like, so it could be that I'm picking up them as well. But I think perfumes are a little bit like wine. Unless you're an expert and you know really what you're on about, you might not pick up on every single nuance and fragrance and whatnot. But as long as your wine tastes good and your perfume smell great, you know, it's kind of all the same to like your average consumer. Okay, and number 3 is similar to Victor and Rolf's Flower Bomb. Out of this, again, a really florally scent. And from this, I'm picking up the freesia and the rose really strongly. So it's more like a very classic scent. If you're not one to like rose scented things, this might not be for you, but it's not madly obvious that it's a rose scented fragrance. And although this one has got bergamot in it as well, it's not really strong, so it doesn't drown out all the other scents in this fragrance. And lastly, this is the only one that I knew of beforehand. So number 5 is similar to Yves Saint Laurent's Black Opium, and this is absolutely incredible. This is by far my favorite out of all the 5, and it's a really vanilla-y, slightly earthy and woody combination, and it's absolutely spot on to the actual perfume, I think. And from the other notes, I'm also picking up the mandarin essence and slightly the orange blossom as well. So it's a really nice fresh scent, and if you like Black Opium as a human fragrance, you will absolutely love that one as well. And this video is actually in collaboration with Houndsly, so thank you so much guys for including me in your brand new launch. And as a little treat to you guys, I do actually have a discount code for you. So if you use the code TheDogGroomingNerd20 at checkout, you get 20% off the sample pack. So instead of the usual £6.95, you get the sample pack for £5.56. So if you're a lone groomer grooming about 3 to 4 dogs a day, these samples will probably last you an entire month. So it's definitely worth grabbing a sample kit. And as I said at the start of the video, also come up with name suggestions for these. So get involved, get in touch with Houndsly, and let's give these guys some fun names. And Houndsly is also giving you guys a little treat on top of the discount code. If your name suggestion is picked as a winner, you will also win a full-size bottle of that scent. But thank you so much guys for watching this video. If you did like it, as usual, do leave it a little thumbs up because it does really help out my channel. And maybe consider subscribing to the channel as well. It's completely free of charge, and that just means that you don't miss my next upload. Bye guys.